Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a fairly fun and reminiscent ZVT from the year 2018. It's gonna be Taeja versus Bly here on Lost and Found. Remember this map? I remember it. Bottom left, we have a red Zerg player. It is the Ukrainian Bly. And top right, we have Liquid Taeja. He announced his retirement last week, so I figured I'd dig up a Taeja replay. And who better to pit him against than Bly, the super cheesy Ukrainian. Looks like it's not going to be a, hang on a second. Maybe too soon? No, it's... Nope, not a 12 pool because it's 16 supply, so 16, 18, 17 here from Bly. 1 Rex expand here from Taeja. One of the best Terran players to ever play the game. He came back briefly to the professional scene, did fairly well, but then retired last week, and fairly well, Taeja. We will always remember you. Especially JLC, if he's watching this cast. Because he's always requesting Taeja games, and it's just like, look, man, he was good a while ago. If the replays are old enough, they just don't work in the client anymore. So digging those out is hard, but I found one. And against Bly, too. Really fun. Haven't cast a Bly game in some time. So, Reaper on the way. Going for the 1X expand. Going to check to make sure it's not a pool first play, because this is Bly we're talking about. The odds of him going standard and versus the odds of him going for a proxy hatch are about the same. So you definitely want to come over here. Actually, is this checking a third base rather than coming on into the natural? Maybe. Yeah, look at these ramps, too. So good for tanks. I'll be shocked if we don't see some tanks out of Taeja in this game. So it says, excellent. Not a pool versus play. I'm very happy to know that information. Which means the Reaper can move out. And the Reaper's name is Kathy the Liberator Pilot. What? Kathy the Liberator Pilot was the truest hero of the Terran Dominion, being one of only 4 soldiers to ever get over 100 kills without the use of a nuke. Or attacking unarmed civilians. Oh, Kathy! The other 3, Jim Raynor, Kerrigan, and President Bob. Worried Kathy would also become a threat to his power, Emperor Mengsk reassigned Kathy to the Reaper program. What game was that? That is a game that I cast. I named her Kathy the Liberator Pilot. I want to say it was an older game too. I want to say it was like a Polt versus Jigwa game or something like that. Oh, that was a fun ZVT though. Holy smokes. Kathy gets a kill. True to her name. If you want to see a game where an Liberator gets like 100 kills, let me know. I think I can dig it out for you, and I'll put a link in the description. That's where Kathy comes from. So the lore of the channel continues to grow with Kathy the Liberator. All right, so standard stuff, man. One. There's your starport. There's your Hellions. Everything that Taeja is doing here is by the book. Right on by the book. Some Lings come in and are annoying. But now there's Hellions, and actually that SCV killed a Ling, so he's feeling pretty good about himself. I killed a Zergling today, he tells his buddies at the bar after work. Nah, come on, I did? He doesn't mention that he had, like... Did the Reaper just die? No, he got out. Didn't mention the Ling had about 9 HP. Ooh, Cloak Banshee coming in from Taeja. That is definitely some good stuff. Third base coming in from Bly. It's already done. Actually, what am I even talking about? Queens to defend this sort of stuff. Sort of shenanigans. Spores around 5 or 530 if you're worried about Cloak Banshees, which, based on this Overlord Scout, you're going to be very worried about Cloak Banshees because you're going to see the Tech Lab, you're going to see the Tech Hub is researching, and that's going to be all she wrote. So, yeah, good scout there, honestly. Yeah, sees exactly what's going on. So, yeah, I don't need spores yet, because Cloak is a research that takes quite a bit of time to do. There's some Lings running around from Bly. Bly is one of those players that will go for Ling Floods, even if it's not necessarily advantageous to his position. He's making 12 more Lings, so I don't know, man. You could probably get in there and get a better scout off, but I guess keep your 3 Lings alive if you're into that sort of thing. Okay, so... Ooh, a Mojin skin on the Banshee. Spores, though? No spores, because Cloak is... Oh, it's done now. So yeah, 5 minutes. Better option and 5:30 it turns out. 3 spores are on the way, but the Cloak Banshees have arrived. Do we possibly have the ability to make an Overseer? No. Alright, well, just buying a little bit of time with these queens. Hey, hit us, they say. Hit us. We'll take the shots rather than drones dying here. Yeah, that works out pretty well. So now, the Banshee hanging out in a position where spores don't exist. Bly actually got away with not having spores for some time there without losing any drones, which is honestly kind of incredible. He's sort of, he sort of bluffed it, right? Taeja didn't want to go in there because he assumed that spores existed, but they didn't. How crazy is that? Anyway, Queen's taking some shots. Good transfuse. Hellion Banshee. You know what the answer to this is Queens. There's generally a lot of Queens, but guess what? Queens are dying. This pressure from Taeja looking pretty intense right now. Lings can't do much against that many Hellions. It's almost like Ravagers might be okay. Like a Roach Queen defense would be pretty good as well. I've died to this before. I've died to like a Hellbat Banshee attack off of 2 bases that was just like incredibly strong, and I just bleh, fell right over. Didn't have enough Queens. I don't think I even had a Roach Horn. Or if I did, they didn't do very well against the Banshees, that's for sure. So a lot of it is positioning. This is pretty, wow, surprisingly really well cleaned up there. And all the Hellions are gone, which means now everything's easier to deal with. So Banshees, get out of there with their lives. 13 kills on this Banshee's not bad. 8 kills on this Banshee, also not terrible. Not great, not terrible. 3.4 rotogen. God, I really need to rewatch Chernobyl this summer at some point. It was just the best thing I watched in 2019, hands down. I think about it all the time. So good. All right, Baneling Nest on the way, Spire on the way. Bly is one of those players who will go for Ling Bane Muta. My brain wanted to say Hydra there so bad because that's what the current meta is. But he's somebody that will go for Mutalisks. Raynor does too. We've seen Cyril do it from time to time. Top left base coming in here from Taeja. Widow Mines are out. Upgrades across the board here from Bly. Production tab telling us everything what we need to know. So 3 bases to 4 bases with a 5th base on the way from Bly. Widow Mine. Ooh, gets a friendly fire splash on that SCV. Oh, there's more Widow Mines though. Just run through. Friendly fire kills 2 Marines. That's not bad. This is not bad. This is a pretty impressive little run by. I'm not gonna win the game or anything, but a couple of Marines down, a couple SCVs down as well. Banshees are forced to come in to help clean this up. 3 SCVs down is a big deal. This is a pretty scary push from Taeja though. He's got his Marines, got his Widow Mines. Banelings are coming up, but is it too late? There are Banelings here, but Centrifugal Hooks is on the way. This 3rd base is in a mountain of trouble right now. No tanks, just Marines and Widow Mines. That's all you need, says Taeja. Nice target fire. Banelings do not actually kill the Widow Mines here. More Banelings waddling in with their slow... Oh, doesn't pull them back in time. Taeja taking them hits. Zergling's getting a nice surround at the same time. Widow Mines getting a few kills off, but... at the end of the day, Bly does hold off that attack, and the Banshees go down. That was an unnecessary death. Both of those were unnecessary deaths. So the good news for Taeja is that he's got Widow Mine tech, and it's going to be Mutalisks out of Bly. Which, if you're not careful with your Mutas, they will fly over the little pair of Widow Mines who will destroy them immediately. Just don't see it here from Taeja. Widow Mine ready to go. Not actually connecting with that. Ooh, good connect on the Mutas. Actually forcing them back a little bit. Ling's on the other side of the map, killing a few SCVs here and there. And by that I mean 2. Maybe they'll get 3 if they're extremely lucky, and they're not lucky. So only 2 SCVs go down. But I don't know if these have paid for themselves. Amazing Great Wall of Supply Depots from Taeja, by the way. That is just fantastic looking wall of supply depots right there. Lings are not getting through that. The Mutas, however, do not need to abide by your walls. I'm just going to come on here, take advantage of the fact you don't have a missile turret yet. And there it is. And now the Mutas have to get out of there, which means they're flying to another missile turret. And also, is there a Widow Mine in here? I'd be so scared to come in here with just naked Mutalisks if I didn't have an Overseer because Widow Mines are scary, scary beasts. Hey, look, there's one right now. And it gets killed, and the mutas go back into the main base where they can kind of sit over the production and cause some problems. Meanwhile, this is a scary attack out of Taeja, though. The third base is under attack again. We're just running Lings into the third base and into the natural base because the door's wide open. The Mutalisks did their job distracting the third base. However, for Bly gets removed by the Marines and their Gauss rifles, or whatever they're using these days. I know that's what they're called in Brood War, but just regular old machine gun attacks? I don't know. Seem like semi-automatics. Trying to work down the great supply depot wall of Taeja. I'm actually gonna get, maybe gonna get through. I don't know. 7 SCVs go down. We're just adding up here, right? It is 21 SCVs killed to 9 drones. Not ideal. Income is heavily favoring Bly at the moment because these SCVs got pulled off the third base. But Bly's third base did die, and now the base up on the top left. Actually, was that a fourth? Was this? No, this was the fourth. This is the fifth. The mutas are back in. They've been reinforced with friends. So they're just, we're going to sit right here because we assume you're defending your workers fairly well. Golly. This is Bly just going straight Zerglings against a planetary. Not going to work out. Taeja's repairing very, very well here. Top left base from Bly looking healthy at 77 to 61 workers in favor. Oh, that's a lot of Banelings. That is enough Banelings to kill that planetary. In favor of the Zerg. The Mutalisk's really kind of keeping Taeja's attention right now, and he just doesn't have the wherewithal to check everything that's going on here. Bly double expanding, feeling pretty good about things too. Widowmine getting 3 kills before it gets wiped out, and then this is just... okay. Alright, 11 SCVs down, a planetary down. The survivors are shell-shocked. Horrible experience. This Marine scouts the top left, not believing he'll find anything, but by golly, he does. Gets 2 kills and then gets torn apart by Zerglings. If you were a Terran Marine, what's the worst way to go? You think maybe getting, like, completely absorbed by acid would be worse? I mean, it kills you pretty instantly, right? So, I mean, instant death is okay. Death by a Zergling kind of tearing you to pieces would be bad. Death by a Roach, just because you're taking acid hits and slowly dissolving over time, would be bad too. Ultralisk coming through and, like, gashing you across the chest with the Kaiser Blades would be rough stuff as well. Anyway, pretty even game at this stage. Again, the economy is better for Bly, but the army's a little bit bigger for Taeja. And it kind of, again, this is doing all the right things. It's Thors, it's Widowmines, it's Marines. If you're being attacked by Baneling, Mutalisk, then yeah, this is what you gotta do. Widowmine killing those Lings. The Thor goes down anyway, though. These are some terrifyingly upgraded Zerglings, but oh, the Widowmines actually 10 kills and 3 kills there, not too shabby. This base takes some hits before getting completely obliterated. This is scrap. This is a scrappy game. I'm enjoying it so far. Excellent, excellent work from both of these players, and it's just more Mutalisks and more Banelings, more are actually introducing Liberators here. Not enough Lings, man. Oh, the Mutaflux is so big. It's 28 Mutalisk, which means your puny missile turret is not enough. We will kill your turret. And then we'll kill your add-ons. Or, you know, just a straight-up entire barracks. Because why not at this stage? Burrowed Banelings. We don't see Burrowed Banelings a lot anymore. Widowmines! Double hit on the Mutalisks. I don't like that at all, which means the turret's going to do a lot better against them than if they hadn't taken that softening hit. Both players going for sneaky burrow stuff right now. Zerglings dying all over the place. Planetary Fortress holding against like 2 Zerglings. I don't know what that was. Taeja holding right now. He's doing all right. I mean, it's 59 workers for Taeja. He's on the 4 bases. He probably should expand at this stage because, again, Bly is sitting on 6. But what it comes down to is the splash damage, right? Everything right now. Oh, big hits. Another big hit right here. Oh. Nope. Nope, the Zergs didn't quite get close enough to that Widowmine for it to fire. It wants it, though. It wants it real, real bad. Yes, if you have enough Mutalisks and you have Overseers, you can actually jump on top of Widowmines and kill them before they fire. If there's 3 of them, I don't know how that works, though. Maybe you can. Maybe you can. Liberator splash damage. Doing all right. It's not amazing against Mutalisks. But see, opening the wall, and then Lings come in, and then Spider Mines wreck most of them. Widow Mines, I mean. Goodness, what game am I casting right now? Oh, I haven't done that in a while. Ugh, medevac down with full complements, ready to go. Dude. Taeja's playing real well right now. I'm honestly very impressed by him. 54 more Lings on the way here from Bly. Got the 3-3 rolling. Got the vehicle and ship plating upgrade level 1 done, does Taeja. Working on level 2. And again, it's just Thors. It's just Widow Mines. It's just Marines. It's all these things that you want. God, these Banelings are scary for this poor planetary fortress, man. They are. I mean, they're not heading that way, but the potential is there. Neither player has much of a bank. It's a decent one. They're both effectively maxed out. This Mutaflock, though, is 33 Mutalisks. There's one volleying down missile turrets here. This is really damaging stuff for Taeja. He either needs to defend it or he needs to go attack. He really can't sit in the middle of the map while this is happening. Widow Mine does not get a shot off before it dies. It almost did. But the Muto's just going after the entire main base. I mean, these guys, they need to go or they need to not go. They need to defend. He's not sure what to do, Taeja. Alright, Marines come in with missile turret support. The Mutalisks get out of there. But the damage is done. Taeja didn't make him pay for it. Oh, the burrowed Baneling hit, though. Oh my gosh. It's in a bad... Oh, it's kind of in a bad place. Huh. Oh, they didn't actually... they didn't engage at all. Pre-split. We got Banelings behind you, friend. Alright, this hatch is dead. I'm really... Does Bly know these exist? I feel like he would have manually engaged them. If he did. Baneling's getting some decent connections there. The Thor saying, please hit me. I don't take bonus damage from you. I can survive your hits. He's got 8 kills. He's doing alright for himself. Just Ling Bane, man. It's all the Zerglings. It's all the Banelings. Hey, the burrowed Banelings do make a bit of a connection there. It's not really enough to make a difference, I don't think. Poor medevacs are running low on energy, though. And that's never good if you're trying to deal with the Zerglings for sure. Widow Mines! Oh! Gets a hit off after it was dead? Was that a ghost one? Ah! Mutalisks coming from the backside. Lings and Banes from the other side. Okay, the army gets completely wiped out. But reinforcements arrived. Dun, 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 dun. Taeja coming in. Oh! Was that burrowed Banelings too? No. When did he place burrowed Banelings? There's no freaking way he did that. Bly, you're a monster. Right? It's got to be right here he burrows them. Oh, there it is. There it is. And there's the... Oh! Oh, the money shot. Oh! That is the biggest burrowed Baneling hit I have seen in some time in StarCraft 2. Supply expanding at the top side of the map. Taeja didn't really expand during all of that stuff. This is, again, pretty fantastic game. I'm not going to complain about it. 3 Ultralisks on the way. How many Mutalisks have died today? Do we want to look? We do. 37! Woo! It's down to 9. Bly is not on my list of players who take care of Mutalisks. I will tell you that. Every day. Twice on Sunday, man. These Lings want to be Banelings so bad. I can feel it in my bones. Be Banelings! Through magic. Go! It's basically magic, right? The fact that Zerg completely transform their entire body into something entirely different in a few seconds is crazy. Also, maybe kill these changelings. No? Alright, that's fine. Totally fine. Oh, somebody did. Some of them are... Okay, these Marines are on changeling cleanup duty. It's disgusting. You get purple stuff all over you. Anyway, Lings get in, kill a few SCVs, which is fine. Widow Mine drop over here at the top left ends up getting... Wow. 9 drone kills. Not too bad. Scrap. It's a scrappy game. At 19 minutes, Bly is at 180 supply. Taeja's at 150. Re-expanding at the 12 o'clock is nice. These Lings, I guess, just exist to prevent Taeja from expanding down this way, but that's overkill. Like, you don't need this many Lings to do this. If you're planning an attack, it's got to be with Banelings, yo. Lings cannot get through Planetary Fortress armor very easily, so 6 more ultras are on the way. In addition... Oh, the replay borked. Oh, because I reversed it. This is old news, but if you, I just... Oh, what? No, I was watching the Ultralisks. GG, Bly is your winner in 20 minutes. Okay, fair. Taeja's down to 109 supply. What? Did I miss something awesome? I missed something awesome. Oh, it was the fungal Ultralisk. Lings coming around the backside, everybody dies, while this new source of income is entirely undefended. Apparently the default model for Ultralisks is them with their tusks wide open. Which, good to know, I guess. Bly's your winner. So, I mean, look, Bly did not play a flawless game by any stretch, right? He ended up losing, I think, all of his Mutalisks. 43 Mutalisks died. He had 3 at the end of the game. That's just not taking care of your mutas, man. Not at all. Resources lost 33,000, almost 34,000 for Bly to 27,000 from Taeja. But just the 56 SCVs down, the bases killed. Bly lost a base, but he could afford to because he had more going for him. And at the end of the day, the Ultralisk transition combined with the Fungals were just Fungal plus Ultra is such a good combo. One of the best combos in all of StarCraft 2. I wish more Zerg players would use it. Yeah, attacking in here. I don't think there was a base that he didn't have Lings in at some point. The Muta attacks. Taeja was just on the back foot more than anything else. He had this nice little run where he came down to the 6 o'clock and killed a base, which was fantastic. He did some harassment at the top left too, killed a bunch of drones there, but for the most part, Taeja was the one defending, and if you're the one always defending against a Zerg player, you're just going to lose. That's how it is. You got to keep them on the back foot. So Ultra, they just want a hug, man. That's all they want. Rawr. I love how they float, too. It's one of my favorite bugs in all of StarCraft. Dude, that burrowed Baneling hit, though, how much do we want to assign the victory to that? Like, what percentage do we think deserves the hype for that? Because, shoof, absolutely insane. All right. Well done overall from Bly and Taeja. Both players losing a ton of stuff. A scrappy, lot of stuff died style of game, which I always enjoy. And that's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.